Okay, we are in game 3 here, and as you can see, this is now a different format than our previous 2 games. We're going first. We are 0-2 down against Poopman in the NML semi-final championships. The format is VR-GBECKALNQ, so lots of events, and indeed we've got a draw 2 here. We've got a pretty aggressive row. We've got some fine gambits, bit of trade, bit of draw, and some damage mitigation. Poopman's got a bit of scrap and some shenanigans. So we're going to start off with a light cruiser, and then we could have maybe taken the other yellow, but we're actually going to take Plasma Bot here, try and get some scrap going. Poopman gets a draw 2, which is going to give him the opportunity to pick up Battle Blob straight away, and he does so. So then he gets a wormhole, so he now gets to bring Battle Blob back and start. Oh, he actually chose to draw. That's right, he chose to draw and picked up the Blob Bot. So now we feel obligated. We're going to pick up our Plasma Bot, and again we could have taken like Cruiser to get damage and a discard, but we really want to start scrapping so that we can try and slim down and fight his aggression that way. So we're going to get rid of Viper. We feel obligated to take Packed Pop, but we're going to take the draw first, a bit of life gain. Then we're going to draw. We were hoping to maybe draw into a bit more damage, but also with our Gambit now, this means we can cycle back into our Plasma Bot very quickly. So actually we pop it here, knowing that if we don't draw anything useful, we can skip those starters in the next hand to get back into Plasma Bot. As it happens, we pick up a 3. We're going to take Patrol Boat here, damage him down. So light cruiser bottomed, it's fine, and we're gonna get into the next deck. So Poopman with his Blob Bot gets rid of the big damage card, but then takes Federation Cruiser, which is a real problem for us because he's got now some big damage in green. He's going to top Fed Cruiser, so unless he's very unlucky, he's going to be drawing both Fed Cruiser and Battle Blob next turn. That's going to be a lot of damage and some healing. We have to get on with fighting that. So how do we do that? Well, we can't leave Packpot out there now. It's an almost guaranteed 5 damage for him, and he's going to get some trade off that with the Federation Cruiser. We want to start stacking up yellows to restrict his trade, and also try and get some draws off the light cruiser. We don't bottom either of our other cards, which is great news. He's going to pick up the blue there with the discount he's got and some scrap, and just hit us in the face. It's still fairly even in terms of authority totals right now. We're going to scrap out, we're going to deal damage, we're going to buy the blue so that he doesn't start really going to town on his life total. He did bottom, as it happened, Battle Blob. Takes Nesting Ground, which is just that the green saturation is starting to stack up. We're going to draw. We've got a 5, we would have loved a 6 for the Blob carrier, because if he does get that, that can be a problem. We've got some red, so we're happy to take the base. Again, not bottoming our scrap, which is really important. Getting rid of that and taking Mega Mech. Again, lots of high damage cards. We're going to take the farm ship again to keep trying to cycle through our deck. It's as good as a scrap in the short term, and it'll maybe help us draw a card. All the blue there picks up picks up a handy card there for draw and damage. We're not really, we can pick up some draw again. We're then going to get a shuffle, which will shuffle Battle Blob back into Poopman's deck. We know he's got Obliterator, and we take the base here with the idea that it'll potentially give us more allies for our reds to deal that damage, and if it looks like, if we're tracking his cards and he's going to get an Obliterator, we can always not play that base. If we know that it's coming up, because we'd rather not have the 5 soak than give him 7 damage. So, good hand coming. However, Poopman's going to do that shuffle. He's going to get Nesting Ground, a Battle Blob, and Blob. Plasma Blob. He's going to pick up Blob Fighter, pick up Blob Carrier. He's going to bounce his Nesting Ground to get some extra damage, and this is just horrendous for us because we've lost over half our life total. We'd counted the deck and we were fairly confident we could survive this deck, but with the bounce of the Nesting Ground, it's going to be a problem. So we've got some nice allies here. We're getting the trade so that we can pick up the card, but then we get it's rather unfortunate that we get a trade mission there because we can't use it effectively, and it's going to be 2 draw for our opponent. So we just take another base to try and again get more ally yellow. We can cycle at the bottom of our deck, that's fine, but here's going to come a whole world of hurt because we've got some blue allies, we've got some scrap going on, we're down to 10, and unless we draw really well off these cards, we're probably dead. So we're going to pick up a base, we're going to pick up a scrap. That's about all we can do. Take away the Dreadnought, scrap the damage, make a discard, and really hope for the best. It's still not a winning hand with what's coming down in our side. Could heal, but there's the Obliterator, there's the Blob Fighter, draws 2 cards, gets all of the things, and kills us dead. And now we're 3 games down. So good game, Poopman. Again, very aggressive. Yeah, we basically have to win every single game now if we're gonna triumph in this NML Championship semi-final.